Welcome, everyone, to the ultimate game in the college football season. Everything has built to this, the battle for the national championship and college football immortality, a moment that every young football player grows up dreaming about. And these two teams have survived the expanded playoff grind. They have battled through a regular season, multiple playoff victories, all sorts of challenges and adversity, and they've arrived at this moment, the battle for that precious trophy. As we'll see the number 6 seed in this playoff, the Michigan Wolverines, taking on a team from the ACC, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, joined as always by Kirk Herbstreit. And this is it. 2 teams enter, 1 team leaves here as national champions. Let's get this going. Kickoff. This is it, the ultimate game in college football, national championship at stake. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will say go for it. Getting set up. It's a first down play. Tight end goes in motion. The game moves the ball to the 20-yard line.
It's a good, solid game. 5 or 6 yards. Love to see that from the running game.
Offense getting set. It's second down. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. They'll go with the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. And they'll stop him short of the line to gain. The Tigers come to the line to run the hurry up. Looking downfield, it's Presley. Quick throw, catch made on the out route. He goes down right there, but it's enough for a fresh set of downs for this offense.
Well, I've always said I think this quarterback all year long has been able to be as consistent as any quarterback in the country. And when you get the third down, you've got to trust that he's going to make the right decision and throw an accurate ball to give you a chance at a first down. There's another example of it right there.
Second down play coming up for this offense. They'll hand it off. The gain moves the ball to the 34. That run sets up a critical third down play. Receiver in motion now. Shotgun formation here on third down. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete.
The quarterback did all he could here to wait until the last possible moment, but he waits just a hair too long, which allows the defense to actually hit him as he throws the ball.
And they'll kick it away here. And that sets up a return. And he'll be forced out of bounds after a small pickup on that return. First down play call coming up. How aggressive will it be? Look at now throwing here to start the drive. And he finds a wide open receiver. They forgot about him downfield. In a big game before he goes out of bounds, the offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Well, Chris, you watch a completion like that, and with the efficiency, it makes you kind of think back to all the quarterbacks and receivers that they've had who made it look this easy. Of course, you start with Tom Brady, but think of the year Brian Griese had, 1997, that national championship year. Chad Henne going back to Elvis Grbac and all the great receivers. So this is within their history, and it's good that they're leaning on it.
Shotgun formation. Here's an inside handoff. Tackled up near midfield at the 48.
Great job by the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Corner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Caught behind the line. It's Jadowski. Great footwork. A big opening now. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain. More than enough to pick up a first down.
Chris, all week they heard about how fast this guy is. The defensive coordinator told them they watched the film. They've seen this guy a lot. But I think the reality of seeing it now in person, I think it's surprised them. They've got to make some adjustments to their defense, or this guy and his speed will continue to have a field day.
And the Wolverines will try to keep this drive moving. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. And he's tackled for a loss after the catch. The defense all over that one.
Well, that's one of those plays that works better against certain defensive looks, but not every defense is the same. They were all over that one. Let's see if they continue to tack to the outside on the perimeter to set something up downfield.
Important second down play coming up. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Second down, we're going to throw it. Trying to extend the play. He lets it go on the move. Well, nearly an interception here on the opening drive. It's going to bring up third down instead.
That ball just seemed to sail on it. You got to make sure to give your receiver a chance to be able to come down with a catch and bounce, because in today's game, man, these receivers make catches like this all the time. And if you put the ball out of bounds, you're not going to give them that opportunity.
Now it's third and short from the 24. One of those line of scrimmage battles that could help decide this game. No press here. The defense backing away. And he'll drop back here on third down. Goes to his right side there for the completion. He stopped short of the marker, so it's fourth down now.
The quarterback had a lot of time to evaluate this defense, and most of his reads downfield appeared to be taken away, so he checks it down to his running back. How about the way this defense just runs to the football to keep him short of that first down? Great job by the D.
So no field goal try here. Coach keeps the offense on the field to go for it on fourth down. So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half. So they'll pass up the chip shot field goal attempt and go for it on 4th down. Offense flinching before the snap. That'll cost him 5. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. The decision is not to go for it on 4th down. Here comes the field goal team. This will be a 37-yard attempt. And that kick right down the middle. Can't hit it any better than that. It breaks the scoreless tie here, makes it 3-0. They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the return starts just inside the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First down here for this offense. An inside give now from the shotgun. In the clear at the 25. Brought down at the 28, and it's good enough for a first down.
Another great pickup on the ground here by a Clemson running back. And you know, if you're going to be a running back for Clemson, you have to be able to not just do that, but also you got to be able to catch the ball to the backfield because they're dangerous in the passing game as well.
It's a strong run, keeps the drive going. First down now. The shotgun running play call. Breaks loose at the 40. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Big play. Moves the ball all the way to the plus 35.
Outstanding blocking on the left side of that offensive line. That's really what opened up this play. They did their job, and you can see the results. You burst open and get a big gain on the ground. If I were them, I'd keep going to that side and see how much more success they can have.
So here we go. First play of the quarter. The offense has a first down. Out of the shotgun, he hands it off. Spins away from defenders.
Well, this guy's got some wiggle, and you can see there he's got some power. He's able to break through one arm tackle, but the secondary comes up to finish him off.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Ball handed off. Tackle made at the 21. This offense in great scoring position now.
You know, all week the defensive coordinator told us about the quarterback, he told us about the receivers and how they're going to throw the football. But, man, they better get locked in on stopping this run game because that was a big-time game.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. And a decent gain there before the defense brings him down.
I'll take that every single time. Offensive line does a nice job up front. This back's vision and ability to get positive yards by lowering his pads on full display right there.
And the Tigers looking to take advantage of this red zone trip. A pop pass on the jet sweep. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Boy, I'm a big fan of that jet sweep motion like that. It really forces a defense to stretch them out horizontally and can create some vertical seams for this offense. They got some positive yards. Didn't quite get the first down, but I'll tell you what they've done. Planted a seed on this defense that they better defend this style of play moving forward.
And the quarterback tucks it and takes off as a design run. They bring him down, but the game sets up the offense 1st and goal from the 10. The Tigers line it up with 1st and goal. Here's a handoff on 1st and goal. And they finally bring him down at the 5. Offense really threatening now.
You know, the real estate gets tight inside the 10-yard 20-yard line. You love a play caller who has the ability to either run it or throw it. That puts so much pressure on that defensive coordinator to know how to line up. It's not just a one-dimensional attack he's dealing with.
All right, it's second down and goal now for this offense. He's got it near the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Clemson. Who says you need explosive plays, Kirk? That was a long, grinding scoring drive.
And think about this. This is a national championship. And you're able to execute like that against this quality of a job by the coordinator and the quarterback.
He'll return it from inside the 5. And he stopped at the 19. Good job by the coverage team. And the Michigan offense back out on the field. They settled for 3 last time. Let's see what they can come up with this drive. Moving the receiver around pre-snap. First down, looking to throw the ball. Receiver makes the grab. Brought down, but broke a tackle to produce a solid gain there.
The quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
Takes the handoff on the counter play. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. So the counter play doesn't work. The defense in good position that time to make a play.
Yeah, on most of these counters, you leave the in man on the line of scrimmage unblocked, and you try to pull those offensive linemen to kick him out. But if you have an aggressive defense, sometimes that can backfire. The defense knew exactly what was coming there.
So the offense faces a 3rd and manageable here from the 25-yard line. Looking to pick up the first down through the air. Nice grab. It's Jadowski. He stopped, but he gets a first down.
They spread this defense all over the field with that 5-wide receiver set. It puts a lot of pressure on the offensive line to give the quarterback enough time, especially on 3rd down. They held up just long enough, and the quarterback makes a great throw for this first down.
First down here. Time for one more play before the clock stops for the 2-minute warning. That's the 2-minute warning in this close first half. The offense trying to score and claim the lead before the break. A new set of downs after that completion. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. And looking to throw now on first down. And the quarterback finds the tight end for the completion. And that gained enough for a fresh set of downs, spotted in the 48.
That's another positive game here for this offense. And this defensive coordinator is going to have to make some kind of adjustments to get this quarterback out of his rhythm. It's the national championship, man. You've got to take chances and mix up your coverages, because right now what you're doing just isn't working.
And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. The quarterback looks to his right and finds his man. Really solid first down gain. He's just short of the marker, so maybe a chance here to take a downfield shot. Takes the snap and takes off on the run. The Wolverines pick up first down yardage to keep the drive going. The Wolverines come to the line to start a fresh set of downs. Pre-snap motion from the offense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Quarterback delivers complete to the right side.
One thing I love about this back is how he gets involved in the passing game. Nice catch here.
Here's the 2nd down play. Defense not pressing this time. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. He's moving out of the pocket. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. They bring him down to the 25. They're moving closer and closer to the red zone. So it's a 1st down here. The clock is stopped temporarily, but they'll get to the line quickly. Makes the catch. A timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime.
Anytime you have a chance to get this wide receiver isolated, get the ball in his hands, you do it.
Second down after that previous play. There's the snap. Looking to throw the ball. It's incomplete. That was caused by the defensive pressure. And now it brings up 3rd down.
Man, you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So a tough 3rd and long on the 10th play of the drive. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Here's a shot toward the end zone. Makes the catch. Can he get in? Forced out of bounds after a nice gain. The offense is knocking on the door with a 1st and goal.
Now that's what I call coming through for your team in a pressure situation. Great read, got the ball where it needed to go, and now you're set up to get 6.
It is 1st and goal, a great chance to claim the lead before the break here. Back in motion now. Fights his way into the end zone. Touchdown, Michigan. So they'll try to add to the lead now with their PAT. The PAT puts them up 3. So the offense getting some momentum before halftime with the touchdown. Now they kick off in hopes the defense can get a quick stop. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. We'd expect a prudent decision here, backed up near their own end zone. Just run the clock out and get to halftime. Fires it to the wideout. Oh, nice play by the defender. Got a hand in there to break up the pass.
Some players just have a real knack for timing their jump, and that defender was able to get a big paw on the ball and bat it away.
Offense moving to a bunch formation. To the air, it's Presley. Throws it to the right. And it's incomplete, just out of the reach of the receiver.
Well, they don't make the completion here. The timing seemed to be off between a quarterback and the receiver. But, man, this defensive coordinator, he may want to consider getting more pressure on this quarterback by changing some things up. He's got a lot of time back there to throw the ball. And eventually, that's going to cost you.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. On third down, he drops to throw. Just gets it away. It's a deep ball. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. So a timeout is called. Just a few seconds left here in the first half. So on first down, the field goal unit will come out there trying to get 3 points before the half. This will be a 37-yard attempt. Knocks that one right down the middle. And that will tie the score as halftime approaches.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
So here's the kickoff now. Offense settling for three, tacking on a little bit of momentum before the halftime break. And the fair catch signaled for and taken. Just time enough for one more play in the half. The DB is backing off from the line now. Always looking to throw. He's running out of time here. And that falls incomplete as time runs out in the first half of play. Minutes going to wrap up the first half here. Let's kick it down to Kevin Connors with our halftime update. And the Tigers will kick this away to get the second half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. Steps out of bounds at the 19. That's where they start the drive. And the Wolverines offense is back on the field. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Quarterback escapes the pocket. On the run here, taking a deep shot. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. You don't see that called too often, but you see it called here. Getting set. Here's second down. Here's the snap. Looking to throw here. He makes the grab. His quick spin move. Stopped at the 36. That's good enough to move the sticks.
That's a nice completion here by this Michigan offense. And when Michigan is really clicking, you think about over the years, they've been efficient within that passing game, being able to throw the football to complement a very physical running game. Nice play.
So quickly, all the way up to the 36, and it's first down. The secondary backed up off the ball now. They go with a direct snap. That one moves the ball across the 40.
I think this defense keeps thinking about them throwing the football, and by doing that, they're opening up running lanes. Good positive yards there by the running back.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Here comes a handoff. They stop him at the 47, but that's enough for a first down.
Look, I realize on any play call, when it's properly executed, it can go to the house for a touchdown. But the runs that really make a game plan work are the ones where you get just what you need. And he barely got the first down, but he got it.
And the Wolverines getting set on 1st and 10. He'll hand it off. Powering right past the defender. Tackle made after a solid run by the junior.
Nothing better than an offense on 1st down to be able to pick up big positive yards like that. You can either keep giving it to the back, or it can set up play action and get the defense to come up to the line of scrimmage, and you can throw it over top of it.
That's an important 1st down on that running play. Trying to flex the ground game here. Running back takes the handoff. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing. Offense getting set up. Here's 2nd down. Quarterback sets up, looking for an open man. Looking right, this one caught. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
The running back that time just kind of sneaks out of the backfield and shows his hands on that nice catch.
The important 3rd down play coming up. Corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Oh, and he can't quite hold on. A great chance for their first interception here today. But it's going to bring up 4th down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. They've got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
The Wolverines will come to the line here looking to convert on 4th down. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Trying for a 4th down completion. And it's intercepted right near the goal line. And he's got some open field ahead. That's a pick and a long return before finally being taken down.
Boy, Chris, he hesitated just enough to give the defense a chance to get in position and come up with a big turnover.
Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. This has been a struggle so far for both offenses. Can they finally get something going here? Running past the 45. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs. They trust the left side of that offensive line and come up with a huge play on the ground.
Yeah, your favorite, Chris, there. The old pin and pull there to the left side. Great blocking on the left side, able to create a great push. Nice crease, and the back found that with the vision and picks up some big yards for that 1st down.
And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain.
The defensive coordinator this week all week telling us about gap integrity, not giving this running back any creases at all. Really sound defense on that play.
And the ball is handed off out of the shotgun. And that run produces a decent gain.
Another positive gain by this back. I'll tell you, between the offensive line sustaining blocks and this back's vision and ability to explode into that second level of this defense, this guy is having a monster day in the biggest stage of all in the national championship.
Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. Back to throw. It's Presley. And he'll loft it to the end zone. Oh, and he dropped it. He could not hang on for a touchdown. My goodness.
Whoa, you talk about a big hit there. I think this guy holds on to this football at a critical third down if this linebacker doesn't lower the blow. Great timing on that hit to prevent the PI call and to get this team to fourth down.
A pass from the field goal attempt. The offense on the field going for it on fourth down. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Touchdown, Tigers. That puts them on top in the second half. And they'll set up for the PAT. PAT makes it a 7-point lead. Kickoff team is on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. This one will be fair caught. And the Michigan offense comes back out on the field. They had it going on the last drive, but it ended abruptly with the interception. Let's see what they can do here. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
Well, Chris, as you know, anymore in college football, these tight ends are essentially wide receivers. They move them all over the place and try to find a good matchup. And they had one. They're just unable to complete the pass.
Second down after the incompletion. Timeout called by the defense. They'll go to the sideline and try to adjust. That's their first timeout. Incomplete. Second down coming up. Quarterback drops back. We're going to test the secondary. It's a short completion to the big tight end. Defense finally brings him down, but a nice chunk play.
Well, he continues to have time to throw the football, and he makes his defense pay for it. Now, they realized coming into this game, they had to take away his ability to throw the football downfield. But it's the receivers and their plays after the catch that's really giving them a hard time.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Going for a big play downfield. Receiver left alone down there for a huge gain. They finally make the tackle, but that's a huge chunk play to wrap up this third quarter. Back at it to start the quarter. Offense getting set to run a first down play. And they'll run it out of the shotgun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8.
Chris, you know, the spread era over the years has always grown offensively, but I've been always impressed with the defenses that really build their defense to play in space, still have an ability to be sound at the line of scrimmage and defend a running game. It's exactly what we saw right there.
Second down after that run on the previous play. And the wideout goes in motion. They look to throw it here on second down. And it's intercepted. They read the screen perfectly. That's a short return, but the pick wipes out a scoring threat and sets up the offense at the 33.
Just a great job of anticipating that and coming up with a big interception by this defense. Because they have this lead, they've really forced this offense to become one-dimensional. They're expecting the ball to be into the air. The defensive backs have their eyes on the ball, and they're able to capitalize with a big pick here in the national title.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. They'll try the ground game here with the running back. The junior able to bring him down quickly.
Man, just complimentary football, really, in a nutshell. They get this football back thanks to their own defense, creating that turnover, working with the lead like this. Really, it's all but over. Now the offense is just thinking about running the football and working that clock.
He hands it off from the gun. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
Well, with the lead here, this is where you want to just take your time. The defense, as we know, they are looking to do anything they can to create an aggressive play to try to create a turnover. So you got to work that clock, but also protect the football. I'm sure the coach right now is preaching to all his guys and reminding them about ball security at this point in the game.
I know the offense will call a timeout. Something the coach didn't like about this crucial play coming up. They're backed up here trying to make something happen on 3rd and long. Back goes in motion now. Let's see how the defense adjusts. Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. And he moves the ball across midfield and picks up a 1st down.
Well, I'd love to see this late in a game like this with the lead. Get aggressive. Go for it here on 3rd down through the air. Quarterback delivers to his receiver. Comes down with a nice completion and a 1st down, and they keep that clock moving.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. They tackle him. Looks like it's going to be just short of the marker, inches away.
Love those positive yards on 1st and 10, and it's not quite a 1st down. Looks like it'll bring 2nd and inches, but it sure does open up the playbook here to be able to open up, maybe take a shot downfield.
They'll work the clock here with the running game. You make the tackle, but the game moves the ball to the 28.
Boy, this guy just keeps playing good football. He's like a bowling ball out there. Gets low pad support, running over top of defenders. Just a gritty runner, and a big part of the reason they're enjoying this lead here in the 4th quarter.
This Clemson offense moving quickly down the field. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage. Clemson now operating in the red zone. They're going to run it here. He'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage.
Yeah, I like this call here late in a game like this with the lead. Nothing too fancy, just right up the middle. Trust that offensive line and this running back and just keep working that clock.
Now here comes the bunch formation. And now the handoff. And they'll tackle him for a loss of 5 yards. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. 2nd and long, but you'd expect another run here to try to bleed the clock. Handoff here from the shotgun. And they'll bring him down after just a short pickup. And now it's the defense that calls timeout here, trying to get organized and preserve as much clock as possible. Ninth play of the drive coming up. This is a tough 3rd and long. They'll change the pre-snap look now. Here's the toss play. Runner heads outside. Stopped right there at the line. No gain. Now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. So on fourth down, here comes a crucial field goal attempt. And he knocks that one right through. And they add to their lead.
Snap, the hold, the kick, everything there perfect to put 3 points up here for the offense.
Fields it just outside the goal line. Gets it to the 25-yard line. That's where they'll start the drive. Michigan offense back out on the field. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. He's going to take off. And moves the ball to the 37 for a first down. Now they're going to hustle to the line and get set. First down, they're going to throw the football. Caught over the middle. It's Janowski. And look at the speed there. They finally bring him down, but it's a nice game. The Wolverines looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Warner's back up now, playing a couple yards off the ball. Looking to throw it on first down. And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Wolverines. See if they can convert the point after. PAT is good. They still trail, though. I believe they're lining up to attempt an onside kick. And looks like the hands team were able to recover the football. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. And the flag is out before the snap. The defense may have been a little bit over-eager that time. So early contact with the defense, that'll push the ball up 5 yards. Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. And that knee should do it. We have our national champions. For the last team